What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one here, we're going to be taking a look at Magneto's new uniform. We have his House of X look here, the white Magneto. So this is still on the APK, or the pre-update version of the game, so standard disclaimer with that is this video is brought to you by Netmarble and the Star Agents program, and also all of the kind of values, damage, costs, and things like that can change from now until the live update, so do keep that in mind. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the uniform here. So the uniform bonus is going to be increased chain hit damage by 20% when attacking, and enhance the repulsion skill, which I believe is the same over here. Oh no, this was increased damage dealt by 45% to machine types, so I didn't catch that, but the enhanced to the repulsion skill is still the same here. So now he is just getting chain hit damage instead of damage to machine types, which helps him overall for fighting just like in PvP because you're not having too many machine types there. So yeah, that'll just help his damage in general, and also for, of course, War Boss Ultimate and any PvE that you're not fighting Master Mold in, pretty much. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look here. We have 5 skill changes. Like I said, the passive here, the change to repulsion skill, is still exactly the same as with the old uniform. For the second skill here, we now have some all defense down. It is up to minus 30%, and it does ignore immunity, so it will work on world bosses. That is fantastic. The third skill here has paralysis for 3 seconds. It works on world bosses, ignores immunity, so that's also fantastic. We have 5 seconds of invincibility on the fourth skill here, which is really going to help out with survivability. I mean, he still retains, I think, all of his iframes, if I remember correctly. When we hop into the skill preview, I'll be able to verify that, but I believe he still has all his iframes. And then over here on the fifth skill, we now have Accumulation. So he's going to accumulate damage dealt. It's 1.5% all attack for every 1%. So he is going to be, what is that, 150% attack boost? Or am I reading that wrong? That looks like that might be 150% attack boost, so that'd be kind of crazy. So his damage should be pretty insane if it really is that. It's either 15% or 150%. Yeah, I know, huge difference, right? I'm pretty sure it's 150%, which is quite nice because Magneto does need help in the damage department, so that would be good. So the first skill here, exactly the same. The second skill is it the same animation? It looks like the animation's a little bit different because I don't remember the orb kind of growing like that. I kind of remember it just staying the same size and just drawing in and hitting the enemies. I don't remember it getting a little bit bigger, but I could be wrong on that, so that might be a change on it. But it's mainly that all defense down change that we want. And does that apply instantly or not? Yes, so it's like it does apply instantly, so that's fantastic. So you can just cancel it out right away and go into your next skill. The third skill. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Just summons those beams up and then he crushes them in the middle of it, and that paralyzes them, as you can see there. Let me see, is that paralyzed at the beginning or start? It is... Nope, it's right when they get smashed by the iron girders there is when he gets the paralyze on them, which is nice. So now the fourth skill. Ooh, look at that. Takes control of all the missiles and just launches them back at the enemy. That's pretty cool. This is the one that has the invincibility, so even though this one is not an iframe, you are still protected while using this. That's quite nice. And then finally, the fifth skill. Look at that. He's pulling all that metal out of the ground, and then he just combines it into that spear there and just, you know, smashes the enemies with it, and it just rolls over them like a big wrecking ball. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So how long can you cancel it right there and still get the skill? Yes, you can. So as long as you form the giant spear, a sphere is what I meant to say there. Yeah, so you should be able to, can you cancel it out? How early can you cancel it out? Right as soon as it starts going. Yeah, so you can cancel that out pretty early. So if you wanted to use that before the tier 3 skill, just go boom, wait till you start to see the orb form, and then boom, hop into the tier 3 skill and you should get some extra damage. Build up your chain hit a little bit more. So yeah, overall the skill changes are looking quite nice for Magneto here. The addition of the all defense down and the accumulation should really help with his damage as well, on top of the skill animation changes in terms of the hits and stuff like that in the AoE. So yeah, he's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and take a look at his build here and actually jump into a little bit of gameplay and see if he is actually going to be hitting a lot harder. So we have can't speak right now. We have his ignore defense at almost 50%, so pretty much maxed out. Skill cooldown is maxed out. All the other stats are just whatever I've got them at, because I haven't really focused on them. This is how he came for me, so I did not equip any of these Urus. That was just pre-equipped. All of his skills are maxed out. His Isolate set, we have Hawk's Eye. And his CTP, we have a CTP of Destruction. It is only a 140 proc, so it's a lower damage proc CTP of Destruction, so I guess keep that in mind when we go over it. Oh, and I should show you the uniform options also before I forget, so let's go ahead and hop into that. So we have Rocket Raccoon's team suit version here. We have Emma Frost's Marvel Now. We have Thing, Future Foundation. We have Black Widow, her Endgame uniform. And then finally, we have Doctor Strange's Infinity War uniform. So those are going to be the options here for Magneto. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into a little bit of gameplay now and see him in action with this new uniform. Alright, so here we are back over at Call Obsidian. We're going to be taking in Magneto with 2 supports here, since we can use his own self-buffing leadership. So we have Shuri and Ghost Panther for their tier 2 passives to get a little bit more out of Magneto. So yeah, let's hopefully see some good numbers here, because I'd be really happy to see Magneto get a, you know, a well-deserved damage boost. So that might actually make him, or might make me want to tier 3 him, is what I was trying to say there. So let's see what we got. Alright, so we can open up with this here, go into that, and then we'll stop over here. I don't know what kind of skill rotation I want it to do. Don't do that skill rotation that I just did right there. That would be bad. Alright, so we want to do this and then cancel into this one for our damage proc. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Look at that damage. That's some good damage. Come on, Obelisk or CTP proc for me. Yeah, a little bit late on that proc. Alright, here we go. Let's try again. The CTP is not cooperating for me at all. Oh, and now you go off, eh? I was going to say, let's try the tier 3 here with the 5, or with the 5th skill. So let's do 5th skill. Wow. Oh, never mind. It'll just proc instantly for me. Fantastic. See, when it does the opposite of what you want. Alright, so let's just get through here again. If I wasn't messing up the rotation so much, he wouldn't be taking this much damage. Alright, so I think I canceled that way too early, but let's see what we get with this tier 3 skill now. Yeah, I canceled a little too early. Again, his tier 3 skill is hitting just as hard as always. His tier 3 skill always had some pretty nice damage, but now, as you can see here, his 4-5 combo is actually hitting quite hard as well. Alright, and we are dead. But yeah, his damage is looking a lot better, and don't let that fool you what I just did right there. He still has great survivability. I was just trying too much to line up the proc where I wanted it, instead of kind of filling in the time with other skills, because he does have, of course, iframes on all those other skills to help out with the downtime. I just was not taking advantage of that. So let's try again here. Let's see if we get a little bit better showing. Alright, so we're going to pop here, and then we're going to go over here. And then, yeah, I got some good damage there. We'll paralyze him. And we'll hop back over. Alright, go into this. Yeah, I really like the damage now. It's actually quite nice. Or it's nice, at least from what I'm seeing in APK here. So I'm curious to see how that translates in the live version. Yeah, we get a lot of damage there. Okay, cool. Yeah. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing with Magneto. It looks like he's getting a very sizable damage boost, which is what he needed. He still, like I said, has all of his iframes, so he still has good survivability. He's even got a Paralyze now to help out for survivability as well in like World Boss Ultimate battles. So Magneto, yeah, the uniform is looking good to me. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it to say for that. I'm excited for it on my main account, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it on that and try it out a little bit more. Maybe even tier 3 him if I like the damage. So let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for this uniform here? Do you think it's going to make him more usable? Is it going to push you to tier 3 him? If you already have him at tier 3, are you super happy for this uniform to be coming out? And yeah, that's going to be it for this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.